Subcommittee held a hearing examining both how small parts manufacturers are faring during the reconstruction of automotive industry. During today's hearing, the subcommittee will look at another vital link in automotive supply chain, automotive dealers. Traditionally, our domestic automotive makers will rely on a network of 20,000 local dealers throughout the nation to sell vehicles to the American public. These entrepreneurs are the nexus between manufacturers and car buyers, making them a critical component in the overall automotive sector. These small businesses are also an important source of employment. Nationally, dealerships employ more than 1 million workers and support a payroll of $54 billion. On average, each new car dealership employs 54 people and supports a payroll of $2.6 million. These employees, in return, spend their wages buying goods and services from local businesses. In rural areas like Western North Carolina, the economic role of auto dealers is magnified. Beyond providing the source of livelihood for their workers, these dealers also offer rural American an important service. Often, the closest dealership can be as far as 50 miles away. This means that dealers that choose to service rural areas are an important option for Americans looking to purchase new vehicles. These dealers also service vehicles warranties. In rural America, public transportation is often not readily available. In short, if you live in rural America, you are more likely to drive to work, to bring your kids to school, or to pick up groceries than you are if you live in a big city. And on average, the distance you drive is likely to be greater than it is for Americans who live in congested areas or urban areas. Unfortunately, in recent years, automotive dealers have encountered unprecedented economic pressures. Plunging sales have hit all parts of the automotive industry hard. The number of cars and light trucks sold in the U.S. declined by almost 3 million between 2007 and 2008. In 2008, things went from bad to worse as a combination of rising gas prices, the credit crisis, and a recession put a serious pinch in automotive sales. The U.S. auto sales fell to a 26-year low that year, and the industry estimate sales could drop by 300 million more this year. Of course, automotive dealers are not alone in facing these challenges. All of the American automotive industry is undergoing significant reconstruction, and the entire sector is responding to this climate. GM is eliminating several brands. Both Chrysler and GM are closing plants and will employ fewer workers. During the first 6 months of this year, at least 15 auto parts suppliers have sought Chapter 11 protection, including the 2 largest suppliers. As the committee heard earlier this year, an increased number of small auto parts suppliers are going out of business. These changes are causing hardships in communities across this nation. It is my hope that today's discussion can highlight the importance of auto dealers in rural communities. While there are just one link in the chain of automotive industry, the small businesses play a critical role in small-town America. I think today's hearing is timely, and I want to thank our witnesses for being here today. With that, I will yield to the ranking member, Mr. Lukemeyer, for his opening statement.